next sensory client walked straight past my suite. Maybe it's because I broke my sensory fish tube, and that was the main thing that would attract them to my suite. So I just grabbed some fidgets and went to meet Jackson in the hall. Jackson is 7 years old. He is on the spectrum, and as you can see from the questionnaire, mom has not found any reinforcers that can keep his attention or keep him distracted. So I'm gonna try my luck with a bunch of different tools: Buzzy, the weighted stuffed animal, and of course the weighted cape. I pretend to give the weighted stuffed animal a trim, and that's when he ripped off the weighted cape, which is completely fine. So now I'm just using my fingers to just loosen his curls, and good grief, I got kicked out the screen, y'all. So I came back in sideways so I don't get kicked into oblivion again. Pulled out my fidget box, but that only got his attention for a little bit. Now I'm back to loosening up the curls, and he just doesn't like anybody playing in his hair. And hey, I get it. I did have a moment with him and the pop tubes, and that gives me some hope that maybe he might trust me now. Pretending to give the weighted stuffed animal a trim again, and hey, I gotta try my luck and just go for it. And I got the first trim and the second one and the third one. All right, I think it's time for a little break. Mama plays his show on TV, and I decided to just move my shampoo chair so he can get a better view of the TV. And this is when I really messed up. He really wanted the remote control, but I didn't want him to change his favorite show, so I took the batteries out. And when Jackson realized he couldn't change the volume, he lost it. And this is when I realized, hey, he's a 7-year-old, not a toddler. He'll notice if you give him a remote control without batteries. Lesson learned. I hurried up and put those batteries back in the remote control so fast, and we back in business, baby. Small steps. All I'm trying to do is get the hair off his neck and his ears, and we should be all good. And right here, I got a pretty big chunk of hair out, and I felt really good about that. After a few snips, I make sure to praise him and give him lots of high fives. Jackson is really aware of his surroundings, so I gave mom the mirror so he can watch what I'm doing, and that allows me to get a few more snips in. Like I said, baby steps. And this was a point of inflection in this session as Jackson gets up and decides he is ready to go, so he darts towards the door, but I'm right there with him, and this is when he decides to disrobe, or in layman terms, drop his drawers. Disrobing in this context is really a form of communication, especially when they're in discomfort or they feel dysregulated. In this case, Jackson is basically telling us he's ready to get the out of here. He attempts it again, but mom was right there to intervene, but she definitely couldn't stop the bubble party. He didn't even react to the bubbles till he saw me popping them, and then he got up and started turning up. But look, he loved the bubbles so much, I decided to do something unprecedented. A haircut during a bubble party. Oh my God, I lost my mind officially. And y'all know I get greedy sometimes, but I think it's time to go now. Gave him my best effort on this one. I was able to give him a slight trim. I'm really looking forward to building a relationship with Jackson, and hopefully he eventually allows me to give him a fresh haircut. Donate to our GoFundMe today to make this service accessible to more families.